If you are seeing this, it is not by chance. Nothing is accidental in a world governed by consciousness. You are here because something within you is awakening, something ancient and divine. You have touched the edge of your inheritance, and now the veil is lifting. You are going to be a billionaire. Not someday, not maybe, it is already so. The moment you saw this, the seed was quickened. The truth is, you've always been wealthy, but now you are remembering. Wealth is not coming to you. It is coming from you. You are the operant power. The outside world only echoes the command of your inner speech. What you accept as true becomes your world. If you can believe that you are already that which you desire to be, and walk in that knowing without wavering, then no force in heaven or earth can withhold it from you. The laws of consciousness do not lie. You are not subject to chance or luck. You are the cause clothed in form. Begin now to feel the texture of the life you desire. Hear the sounds of abundance around you. See yourself signing deals, stewarding wealth, giving generously, living freely. Let it be so real within you that you forget the former things. Dwell in the state of the wish fulfilled. Dwell in the end, live from the conclusion. When your inner world changes, the outer must reflect it. It must, that is law. Every time you imagine, you create. Every time you assume, you claim. It is done unto you as you believe. Not wish, not hope. Believe. When you see wealth as already yours, when you move and breathe from the reality of being a billionaire, you collapse time. You bend reality. The old must give way to the new because your consciousness has risen. Do not look for signs. You are the sign. You are the proof. And the world will rearrange itself to mirror your new identity. Doors will open. People will appear. Opportunities will chase you down. You are not waiting on anything. Creation is finished. You are simply selecting, choosing, embodying. You don't need to figure out how. That is not your task. Your only work is to assume the state and remain faithful to it. Persist, persist without questioning, persist without doubting. That inner knowing is your secret place, and from it all things flow. If you are seeing this, the vision has already taken root. Walk boldly, feel it deeply. Speak as one who already has, because you do. The world is echoing your command. You are not merely a person hoping for change. You are the force that commands it. The wealth you desire is not distant, not outside of you, not locked behind time or circumstance. It is already yours in the unseen realm, waiting only for your sustained belief to pull it into view. You must move beyond the appearance of things and anchor yourself in the invisible truth. I am already that which I seek. This is the great secret of life, and the world will never reveal it to you. The world will tell you to work harder, to struggle, to compete. But that is not your way. You are not of this world system. You live from a higher law, a divine order. Your mind is the center of creation. Your assumption is the mold. Your feeling is the fire that shapes reality. What you feel to be true becomes true. A billionaire is not something you become. It is something you awaken to. It is a state of consciousness, and you can enter that state now, in this moment. You do not need to wait for the world to confirm it. The moment you say within yourself, I am wealthy, I am opulent, I am limitless, you have stepped into the reality that holds all those truths, and the world must bow to that decision. Let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich. For the moment you declare it and feel it, you have already crossed over. Every time you imagine yourself with more, you are walking the halls of the mansion already built for you in the unseen. Every time you feel the security of wealth, you are sitting at the table of kings. Every time you speak from the end, you are planting a flag in a new world that will soon become visible. That is the power you wield. Not with effort, not with striving, but with inner conviction. Stop waiting for proof. Stop looking for evidence. The evidence is within you. The moment the idea came to you, the moment you felt a flicker of belief, the creative act was already complete. Now you are simply watering it with persistence. The world will reflect it because it must. It cannot do otherwise. The world is your mirror, and it reflects not what you want, but who you are being. So be it now. Breathe as a billionaire. Think as one. Speak as one. Let your inner conversations align with the wealth you know is yours. Stop rehearsing lack. Stop affirming delay. Let every word, every thought, every inner picture conform to the truth you have claimed. I am rich, I am abundant, I am unlimited. This is not about arrogance or ego. It is about alignment. You are aligning with the version of you that has always existed beyond time. You are aligning with the you that was never separate from supply. You are not trying to become rich. You are becoming aware of the richness that has always been within you. Your imagination is your divine tool. Your attention is sacred currency. Whatever you consistently dwell upon, you are funding with life. Do not fund doubt. Do not fund fear. Starve the old beliefs. Withdraw life from them. And nourish the new reality with your vision, your emotion, your faith. Feel it until it feels normal. Imagine until it becomes familiar. The familiar becomes real. You are walking through the garden of possibilities, and what you touch with belief blooms. You are not begging the universe to bless you. You are realizing that it already has. The blessing is built into your being. The overflow is native to your nature. You are not hoping for a breakthrough. You are the breakthrough. You are not trying to attract abundance. You are the source through which it flows. Every time you close your eyes and feel it, you are building the bridge. Every time you embody the end, you are collapsing the false barriers between you and it. Do not worry about what you see. What you see is the echo of past beliefs. Let it pass, let it fade. The new is forming now, not out there but within, and the within shall become the without. Others will call it luck, chance, or coincidence, but you will know that you stood in the unseen and called forth the seen. You will know that you became still, silent, and sure, and the world rearranged itself to reflect your inner decree. You will know that the power was never outside you. It was always in your assumption, your feeling, your inner movement. What you feel to be true becomes the mold. What you dwell upon becomes the form. You do not chase the manifestation. You dwell in the state where it already is, and when you do, it must appear. This is not maybe. This is not sometimes. This is law. This is certainty. This is creation. Do not be discouraged by delay. Delay is only the resistance of the old self. Keep choosing. Keep dwelling. Keep feeling. Let the world catch up to the truth you've already accepted. And when it does, it will seem effortless. It will seem as though it always belonged to you, because it did. Your senses may scream otherwise, but you must hold the line within. You must remain loyal to the unseen. When doubt whispers, silence it with knowing. When fear arises, drown it in feeling. You are not ruled by appearances. You are ruled by what you accept behind your eyes. That is where the throne is. That is where you reign. Feel the weight of the money in your hands. Hear the numbers in your accounts. Taste the luxury. Smell the success. It is not imagination in the weak sense. It is spiritual creation. It is the image made real through persistent focus. The world may call it delusion, but the awakened call it faith. And faith is the substance, the very evidence of the unseen. If you truly knew who you were, you would never again doubt your power. You would never again ask, how long? You would understand that all of time bends to the certainty of belief. The world bends to those who know who they are. And you are not small. You are not limited. You are not waiting for permission. You are divine mind clothed in flesh. You are the voice that speaks, and it is done. It is not about deserving. It is not about earning. It is about being. When you embody wealth, wealth appears. When you feel rich, the world makes it true. The law has no favorites. It simply returns to you the measure of your inner acceptance. So accept it fully, accept it boldly, accept it without hesitation. Let your inner world be so filled with abundance that lack cannot live near you. Let your speech, even in silence, declare only one thing: I am that, I am the billionaire, I am the wealthy one, I am the limitless one, and watch how quickly the world reshapes to meet you there. You are not here to figure it all out. You are here to become the one who already has, become the one who already knows, become the one who already is, and when you do, life cannot help but respond. Let every assumption you carry from this moment forward be one of certainty, not hope. Hope defers, but faith possesses. Hope waits, but faith moves. Walk through the world now as though the deal is done, because it is. Live as though it is already yours, because it is. Breathe like one who has nothing to prove, because you don't. The evidence of things not seen is forming, and your job is only to remain in the state. What if you refuse to step out of the feeling? What if you refuse to speak anything other than the truth of abundance? What if you made your inner world so real, so detailed, so powerful, that the outer world had to bow to it? You would change everything, and you will, because you have. There is no turning back now. Once you have seen it, once the vision has risen within you, you cannot unknow it. The old self may try to pull you back, whispering of doubt, pointing to what you see with your eyes, but your eyes are not the source of truth. The outer world is not the author of your life, you are. And what you see was written by who you were, not who you are becoming. You are no longer reacting to the world, you are commanding it by being. A billionaire consciousness is not frantic. It does not rush, it does not chase, it does not need. It moves in calm power, it acts when it is moved by inner clarity. It is never anxious, for it knows that all things are working together, seen and unseen, to fulfill what it has already claimed. That's who you are now. That's the energy you carry into every room, every deal, every silent moment. Not because you're trying to convince yourself, but because you've decided that this is your truth, and your decision is law. You're not imagining to get something, you're imagining to be something, and from being, everything flows. The wealth comes because you are wealth. The opportunities appear because you are the vibration that calls them forth. People begin to speak your name in rooms you've never entered, because you've already entered those rooms in consciousness. And consciousness is the only true entrance. The rest is formality. The rest is catching up. Can you feel the reality of it? Can you feel the quiet knowing that rises without strain? That's the power, that's the substance. When you no longer need to see it to know it's yours. When your feeling has become fact within, you have moved beyond wishing. You have entered creation. You are now creating from the inside out, and all things must align to the pattern you've chosen. Do not entertain the idea that it's far off. Refuse to see it as something ahead of you. That keeps it moving further away. Say instead, it is done, I have it now, it is mine already. Not with desperation, but with authority. Let the words be still, let them be quiet, but let them be absolute. That is the language of power. That is the posture of those who manifest the miraculous with ease. Your wealth is not waiting in a bank. It is waiting in your state of being. When you become the one who holds it, the path will unfold naturally. Inspired action will rise up. Divine timing will click into place. Connections will come with no effort at all, because you are magnetizing them with your presence. You are no longer trying to get into the room. You are the room. You are the atmosphere that shifts the room. You are the presence that changes everything when you arrive. Feel the ease of it. Wealth without toil. Prosperity without pressure. Expansion without struggle. This is your inheritance, and you are not begging for it. You are receiving it. Receive it in your breath. Receive it in your silence. Receive it in your imagination. That is how billionaires are born. Not through striving, but through alignment. And the world will try to distract you. It will try to pull you into the old frequency, the old stories. It will say, look at the bills, look at the numbers, look at the time, but you will not listen. You have moved beyond the noise. You now answer only to the truth within. You now move only by the rhythm of vision. What you feel within is more real than anything the senses can suggest. Others may not understand you. Let them, they do not have to. This journey is not for their validation. It is for your transformation. It is for your remembering. You are not here to argue your future into existence. You are here to embody it. You do not owe an explanation to anyone who cannot see what you see. You simply continue. You simply dwell. You simply assume and persist. You wake up each morning and wear the identity. You walk into every day knowing that all things are responding to the vibration you carry. Money is not something you chase. It is something that comes to you because it recognizes you. It recognizes your tone, your frequency, your certainty. You are no longer the one asking for access. You are the gate. And this is not about things. The things are inevitable. The things are side effects. This is about freedom. This is about power. This is about being who you truly are, unrestricted, unbound, unchained. When you live from that state, the money must come because it is drawn to truth. It is drawn to alignment. It is drawn to the one who no longer doubts. Every affirmation you speak is not about convincing the world, it's about aligning your own mind. Every visualization you hold is not fantasy, it is preparation. You are rehearsing the reality you've already claimed. You are normalizing the impossible, and what is normal to you will become natural to your life. There is no limit to how far this can go. You are infinite awareness. You are divine intelligence expressing through form. There is no cap on your potential, because there is no cap on consciousness. It is only what you assume that defines what you receive. So expand your assumption. Expect more, not from lack, but from certainty, not from fear, but from knowing that you are capable of handling it, stewarding it, expanding it even further. There is no struggle in this process. The only struggle is the mind trying to hold on to the old identity. But you are not the old identity anymore. You are not the story of lack. You are not the memory of scarcity. You are not the product of your past. You are the architect of your now. And from the now, all futures are shaped. Can you see it clearly, not with your eyes, but with your spirit? Can you feel the shift, the soft unfolding of who you truly are? That feeling, right there is the seed, that is the wealth, that is the billion already blooming beneath the surface. Do not rush it, do not dig it up, let it grow, let it rise. Trust the process because the process is perfect. And in the silence of your room, when no one else is watching, continue to dwell in that inner richness. That is the sacred place where worlds are born. That is the sanctuary where form is shaped. Speak to yourself like one who has already arrived. Move through the corridors of your inner palace. Sit at the table of abundance. Let every cell in your body vibrate with the knowing, I am already there. I am already it. The old reality may flicker, like the final frames of a fading film. Let it. Do not respond to the old. Do not give life to the ghost of who you were. Continue to feed the new self with attention, with belief, with gratitude. Gratitude is your secret weapon. Gratitude is the language of fulfillment. Give thanks not just for what has arrived, but for what you know is already yours in spirit. Say thank you now. Say it before it manifests. That is how you multiply, and when it comes, and it will come, do not be surprised. Do not be shocked. Simply nod and smile, for you knew all along. You knew before the world could see. You believed when there was no evidence, and that belief made you a builder of worlds. You are the one. You are the voice. You are the dream walking in flesh, and all of creation is rising to meet your command. You are the center of wealth. You are the light of opulence. You are the signal the universe cannot ignore. And every step you take from this moment forward is a step in mastery, in destiny, in power made manifest. Keep going, keep feeling, keep assuming. The mansion is already built, the doors are already open. You need only walk in. You stand on the precipice of a new reality, a reality that responds only to one thing, your unshakable belief in your own divine nature. You are the force that shapes your world, and that force is limitless. You have not yet touched the full power of what you are capable of, for the vastness of your potential is boundless, and as you continue to rise in consciousness, so too will your manifestation expand. The world you see is merely a reflection of your inner state. It is a mirror, not a master. Your outer circumstances will reflect the beliefs you carry within, and so it is time to look within. The time has come to examine your thoughts, your feelings, your assumptions, because these are the building blocks of the life you are creating. You are no longer at the mercy of the external world. You are now the creator of it. It's not enough to simply hope for change or wish for things to be different. You must assume the state of the one who already has. If you desire wealth, you must live as if you already possess it, without hesitation, without doubt, and without reservation. Live as if it is already true, and the world will rearrange itself to bring that truth into being. The law is unyielding. The law is perfect. The law will always bring you the reality of your most dominant belief. You are not waiting for something to happen. You are the one making it happen. Your state of being is the cause. The world responds to the energy you give off, and the energy you give off is rooted in what you choose to believe. So choose wisely, choose with power, choose with certainty. Choose to believe that you are already that which you desire to become, because in truth you already are. The illusion of time is the greatest trick the mind plays on you. You believe that change is gradual, that the world takes time to catch up to your desires, but this is not true. The moment you decide, the change has already taken place. Time is merely a tool the mind uses to delay the inevitable. You are the creator of time. You are the one who bends it. And the moment you believe your desire is already fulfilled, the universe will immediately begin to shift the forms necessary to bring that fulfillment into reality. There is no such thing as distance in the realm of consciousness. The time it takes to see your desires manifest is simply the time it takes for you to fully accept them as yours. Once you accept that wealth, abundance, success, and freedom are your birthright, the outer world will have no choice but to reflect that back to you. The key is to stop seeking external validation and instead to begin validating your own inner truth. Wealth does not come from the world. It does not come from the effort of working harder, struggling, or trying to manipulate circumstances. Wealth comes from your state of mind. Wealth comes from the inside. It is born from your inner knowing, your inner conviction, and your inner assumption. It is already yours. All you need to do is align yourself with the truth that you are worthy and capable of receiving it. The reason why so many people fail to manifest their desires is because they are still living from a state of lack and limitation. They are still looking to the outside world for evidence that they are worthy of abundance. But the truth is, your worth has already been established. You are worthy because you exist. Your abundance is inevitable because you are a part of a divine system that operates on the law of creation. This system will not fail you. It cannot fail you. The only thing that can block your wealth is the belief that you are separate from it. The only thing that can stop the flow is the idea that you have to struggle or work hard to earn what is already yours. The more you resist, the more you delay. But the moment you let go of the struggle and surrender to the knowing that it is already done, the floodgates of abundance will open wide. You are the architect of your reality. Every thought you think, every assumption you make, every belief you hold creates the world around you. And you are not bound by past experiences, old stories, or limiting beliefs. You are free. You are free to create anew. You are free to shape your world with the power of your thoughts. And when you master the art of assuming the end result, the world will shift to meet you where you stand. Do not allow the external world to dictate your experience. You are not at the mercy of circumstances. You are the one who gives them meaning. When you believe that the universe is abundant, that it is your birthright to have all that you desire, the universe will rearrange itself to bring you the manifestations that align with your belief. But your belief must be unwavering. It must be as solid as the earth beneath your feet. When you believe that you are already a billionaire, when you feel it in your bones, when you walk, talk, and think as one who already has it, then the world will reflect that. Wealth is not a future event. Wealth is an inner state. When you live from that state, the world cannot do anything but respond. You are not asking for wealth. You are becoming wealth, and the universe will give you everything you need to express that truth in the world of form. This is the secret that the great creators of the world have always known. This is the secret that has been hidden from you by those who would have you believe that you are small and limited. But you are not small. You are not limited. You are vast. You are infinite. You are the creator of worlds, and once you realize this, once you fully understand that you are the one who shapes reality with your consciousness, the world will bend to your will. You have everything you need within you, the power, the wealth, the success. It is all waiting to be unlocked by your mind. When you shift your thoughts, when you change your beliefs, when you accept the reality of your desires, the universe will shift with you. The world cannot resist a mind that knows what it wants. It cannot resist a heart that is open to receiving. It cannot resist a being that is aligned with their divine purpose. So, stand tall. Walk in the knowing that you are already a billionaire. Feel the abundance in every part of your being. Speak as one who already has what they desire. Live as if the world has already given you everything you have asked for, and watch how quickly it begins to appear. When you stop asking for permission from the world, when you stop waiting for someone else to validate your worth, you will become unstoppable. You are not waiting for the world to change. You are the one who is changing the world. And the moment you embrace this truth, the moment you fully accept that you are the creator of your reality, you will see the world shift before your eyes. There is no limit to what you can have. There is no limit to what you can create. You are a child of the universe, and the universe is abundant. You are the vessel through which that abundance flows. When you align with that flow, when you accept your divine inheritance, nothing can stand in your way. You are destined for greatness. You are destined for wealth. You are destined for a life of freedom and abundance, and it is all waiting for you to claim it. So, claim it now. Claim your birthright. Claim your power. Claim your abundance. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. The moment you decide to step into the life you desire, the moment you accept that it is already yours, the world will shift, and you will begin to see the results of your inner transformation reflected in your outer world. You are the creator of your reality. You are the billionaire you have been waiting for. The moment you decide to fully step into that truth is the moment the world begins to align with it. The truth you seek is within you, waiting to be revealed. It has always been there, patiently waiting for you to acknowledge it, for you to step into your rightful power. You are not a passive observer in the story of your life. You are the author. You are the director. You are the one who holds the pen, the one who calls the shots. The moment you realize this, everything changes. The world will no longer dictate your experience. You will dictate the world. What you see before you is the result of your past assumption. But what you see now does not define you. What you see is simply a reflection of what you once believed. Your past does not have to be your future, and the present moment is the only place where true power exists. In this moment, you have the ability to shift everything. You have the ability to create a future that is in perfect alignment with the highest vision of yourself. It is all within you right now. All you need to do is claim it. Your thoughts, your beliefs, and your assumptions have power. They are not fleeting. They are not inconsequential. Every thought you think plants a seed in the garden of your reality. Every belief you hold creates the structure upon which your world is built. This is the truth of your being. This is your divine inheritance. You are a creator, and everything you need to manifest your desires is already within you. The world is waiting for you to realize it, to step into it, to claim what is rightfully yours. Do not allow the world to tell you who you are or what you can achieve. The world will try to limit you. It will tell you that you must work hard, struggle, and fight for everything you want. It will tell you that wealth and success are for the chosen few, for those who have special talents, special connections, special circumstances. But the world is wrong. The world is a lie. The truth is that everything you desire is already within you, already available to you, already yours to claim. You are not separate from your dreams. You are one with them. The only thing that stands between you and your desires is the belief that they are not already yours. The moment you decide that you are worthy of wealth, that you are worthy of abundance, that you are worthy of the life you desire, everything will begin to shift. The universe cannot resist a mind that knows its worth. The world cannot resist a heart that is open to receiving. And the moment you open yourself to receiving, the floodgates of abundance will open wide. Do not wait for the world to change. Change yourself first. You are the source of your reality. You are the one who creates the conditions for wealth and success to flow into your life. You are the one who determines what is possible for you. And the moment you decide that your wealth is already assured, that your success is inevitable, the world will rearrange itself to meet you where you stand. Stop asking for permission. You do not need permission from anyone or anything to be wealthy, to be successful, to be the person you have always dreamed of becoming. You are already worthy. You are already capable. You are already enough. The world will catch up with you when you align with the truth of who you are. You are not bound by the limitations of your past. Your past is simply a collection of experiences that have no power over you unless you give them power. You are not defined by the mistakes you have made or the failures you have experienced. You are defined by your ability to rise, to transform, to create anew. Every moment is an opportunity to reinvent yourself, to choose a new path, to claim a new identity. The moment you decide that you are the person who has already achieved everything you desire, the world will reflect that back to you. You are a billionaire in the making, and everything you need to bring that vision into reality is already inside you. Your mind is the gateway to the life you desire. Your thoughts are the seeds that will grow into your future, and your beliefs are the foundation upon which your wealth will be built. You are not waiting for something outside of yourself to change. You are the one who must change. You must change your beliefs, your thoughts, and your assumptions. You must align yourself with the truth of your infinite potential. As you begin to step into the fullness of your power, you will notice that the world begins to respond to you in a different way. People will begin to show up in your life who are aligned with your vision. Opportunities will appear where there once were obstacles. Money will flow effortlessly into your life as if by magic. This is not coincidence. This is the law of the universe at work. When you align yourself with the truth of who you are, when you accept that you are worthy of everything you desire, the world will have no choice but to reflect that back to you. The key to unlocking your wealth is not in striving or struggling. It is in aligning your energy with the abundance that is already available to you. It is in recognizing that you are not separate from the things you desire. You are one with them. Your wealth is already inside you. Your success is already inside you. Your freedom is already inside you. All you need to do is allow it to flow. The most successful people in the world understand this. They understand that their wealth is not a result of hard work or luck. It is a result of their ability to align their thoughts, beliefs, and energy with the abundance that is always present. They have mastered the art of assuming the end result, of living as if they already have what they desire. And because they live from this state, the universe has no choice but to bring their desires into form. You are no different. You have the same power within you. You have the same potential. You have the same ability to create the life of your dreams. All it takes is a shift in perception. All it takes is the decision to believe that you are worthy of wealth, that you are worthy of success, that you are worthy of the life you desire. The moment you make that decision, everything will change. The universe will respond to you with limitless possibilities. Opportunities will show up in your life that you could never have imagined. Money will flow to you from unexpected sources. People will be drawn to you, eager to help you, eager to support your vision. Your wealth is not a distant dream. It is your reality waiting to unfold. You are the creator of your reality. You are the master of your fate. You are the one who decides what is possible for you. And when you step into your power, when you claim your birthright, the universe will have no choice but to support you in every way. Wealth is your natural state. Abundance is your natural state. Success is your natural state. And when you align with that truth, everything will fall into place. So stand tall, hold your head high, know that you are already a billionaire in consciousness and that reality must follow. The world is yours for the taking. Everything you desire is already within your grasp. All you need to do is claim it, step into it, and live from the truth of who you are. The world is waiting for you to rise, and when you do, there will be nothing that can stop you. You have already crossed the threshold. You have already entered a new world, a world where limitations no longer exist, a world where you are the creator of everything around you. The truth is, you have always been this powerful. You have always had the ability to shape your reality, to command your future, and to call forth your desires. The only difference now is that you are finally waking up to the truth of who you are. This is not a new discovery. It is not a breakthrough, it is a remembrance. You are not becoming something you were not before. You are simply remembering who you have always been, the creator, the manifester, the architect of your life. And now that you know this, now that you have tapped into this truth, there is no going back. There is no limit to what you can create. There is no ceiling on the abundance that is waiting for you. You are limitless. But the most powerful part of this process is not in the getting of things. It is in the being. It is in assuming the state of the person who already has everything they desire. You are not trying to get wealthy. You are not trying to become successful. You are already those things, and everything in your life is simply catching up to your new belief. The moment you step into the consciousness of the one who already has it all, the world must rearrange itself to align with that new state. And this process is so much easier than most people realize. The struggle, the striving, the sense of I need to work harder are all illusions. These are all ideas that the world has planted in your mind. The truth is, everything you desire is already on its way to you. The only thing that you must do is create the space for it to flow. You must align yourself with the energy of abundance, not by effort, but by assuming that it is already yours. When you walk through your day, do you do so with the energy of someone who has already succeeded? Do you carry yourself with the confidence of someone who knows that all doors are open to them? That is the key. It is not about waiting for the world to give you permission to have what is already yours. It is about claiming it. It is about living from the truth that the world is already responding to your energy. Your energy, your frequency, your vibration is the force that shapes your world. So what are you vibrating? What are you sending out into the universe? If you want wealth, send out the frequency of abundance. If you want success, send out the frequency of mastery. If you want love, send out the frequency of self, love and acceptance. The law of attraction is not about asking the universe for something. It is about aligning yourself with the truth that you already possess what you desire. It is about becoming the embodiment of your desires. When you feel that wealth in your bones, when you feel the ease of success, when you feel the love and abundance flowing to you from all directions, the universe must respond. It is law. It cannot do anything but respond to your belief. It cannot do anything but reflect back to you what you are believing to be true. Do not wait for the world to validate you. You are already validated. You do not need anyone else's approval. You do not need anyone else's permission. The moment you give yourself permission to be wealthy, to be successful, to be powerful, the world will follow. The universe is always waiting for you to take the first step, and the moment you do, it will move mountains to bring everything you need into your life. The secret to unlocking all that you desire is simply to believe that it is already yours. This belief is not a one-time decision. It is not something you declare once and forget. It is a daily practice. It is a way of living. Every time you doubt, every time you wonder if it will come, you must return to the truth. You must remind yourself that you are already everything you desire. You are already wealthy, successful, free, powerful, because you have decided it. And the moment you decide, the world must follow. The universe is always in a state of creation. It is constantly rearranging itself to bring forth new experiences, new opportunities, new realities. And the moment you align yourself with the truth of your desires, the universe responds. It cannot resist the energy of someone who knows their worth. It cannot resist the vibration of someone who already believes in their abundance. The world will shift for you. The people you need will appear. The opportunities will come. The money will flow. It is all a reflection of your belief. You are not at the mercy of circumstances. You are the one who creates the circumstances. Your wealth does not depend on the economy. It does not depend on the stock market. It does not depend on anything outside of you. Your wealth depends on your ability to see it as already yours. Your wealth depends on your ability to stand in the truth of your infinite potential and to trust that the universe will bring everything you need to you. This is not a passive process. It requires that you take inspired action. But that action will not feel like hard work. It will not feel like effort. It will feel like flow. It will feel like grace. It will feel like the natural next step. When you are aligned with your desires, the action you take will come easily. It will come with joy. It will come with certainty. It will come because you are now acting from the place of someone who already has what they desire. And the world cannot do anything but respond to that energy. Every time you step into your day, ask yourself, how would I act if I already had everything I desire? And then act from that place, speak from that place, live from that place. Let your thoughts align with that place. As you do, the world will begin to shift. It will respond. It will move in ways that you cannot yet fully understand. But the more you trust, the more you live from this truth, the more quickly your reality will adjust. You are not waiting for something to happen. You are making it happen. You are creating your life with every thought you think, every belief you hold, and every action you take. You are a powerful creator. You are the one who shapes the universe. You are the one who brings your desires into form, and there is no limit to what you can create. So stand in your power, stand in your truth. Know that you are worthy of everything you desire. Know that your desires are already on their way to you. Trust the process, trust the timing, and above all, trust yourself. You are the master of your reality. You are the one who decides what is possible. And everything you desire is already yours. The moment you decide it, the world begins to reflect it back to you. As you stand here today, remember that you are not waiting for anything or anyone to validate your worth. You are already a billionaire in consciousness. You are already the creator of your reality. The wealth, the success, the abundance you desire is not somewhere out there. It is within you. It is part of who you are, and it is already unfolding. Every step you take from this moment forward is a step towards aligning with the truth of your infinite potential. Every thought, every assumption, every belief you hold is shaping the world around you. The universe is waiting for you to rise into your power, to claim your rightful place as the creator of your life. And when you do, you will see that there is nothing outside of you that can limit your greatness. You are not bound by the past. You are not restricted by the opinions or beliefs of others. You are the master of your own fate, the ruler of your own kingdom. And as you walk forward with full confidence in your ability to create the life you desire, the universe will bend itself to match your belief. The world is yours for the taking. You are a billionaire, not just in material wealth, but in the abundance of all that life has to offer. Your desires are not distant dreams. They are your reality ready to unfold. And so, I say to you now, step into it. Own it. You are destined for greatness, and that greatness is already yours.
Tonight, I invite you to step beyond words, beyond mere repetition of ideas, and enter into the living experience of the truth. For it is not enough to say you are wealthy, to affirm that you are loved, to proclaim that you are free. You must feel it. You must clothe yourself in the feeling of your desire fulfilled. You must walk as though it were already so, Breathe as though the miracle were already yours. Let me teach you how to feel it. Begin by stilling the senses. Close the outer eye to the world that argues with your desire. Silence the ear that listens to facts and figures. Let every sense withdraw its gaze from the outer man and turn inward to the secret place where the real work is done. There, in the silence, imagine not as a distant observer, but as a participant. Let the scene of your heart's wish unfold before you. Do not see it as something you want. See it as something you already possess. Feel the texture of the life you desire. Feel the weight of it, the fragrance, the sound. If it is freedom you seek, how would it feel to wake up tomorrow unburdened? If it is love, how would your heart swell at the presence of your beloved? If it is wealth, what texture would the notes of abundance bring to your fingertips? Make it real. Make it now. You do not need to know how it will come. That is not your work. Your work is to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, to feel it so completely that outer facts are compelled to mirror the inner act. In the depths of feeling, you move mountains without lifting a hand. In feeling, you command armies of circumstance to arrange themselves in your favor. Every creation is first a feeling. The world you see is only the shadow of inner emotions, pushed out and made solid. Choose this day what you will feel, for what you feel with intensity and persistence will harden into fact. Let your mood become your prayer. Let your assumption become your altar. Rest in the knowledge that what you accept inwardly with feeling must one day manifest outwardly as certainty. Do not strain, do not force, simply relax into the knowing. Assume the gentle tone of already having received, and let that tone color your thoughts, your words, your steps. The feeling itself is the secret bridge. Cross it, and you will find that you have left behind the old world and stand firmly in the land of your desire. The outer world need not applaud you, nor understand the mystery you practice. You need no permission. You need only the courage to believe more in your feeling than in your facts. Persist in the feeling and the world must bend. Persist, and what once seemed impossible will rise like the morning sun. When you awaken in the morning, do not rise and greet the same old world. Rise and greet your new world. Enter into it with feeling. Before your feet touch the floor, clothe yourself again in the mood of fulfillment. Ask yourself, if it were already true, how would I move? How would I speak? How would I think? And let your entire day become an offering of that new state of consciousness. No one can do this for you. You are the operant power. You must take up the responsibility of choosing your inner world. You must feel the unseen as more real than the seen, and walk by faith in the unseen until the unseen. Feel the joy of answered prayer. Feel the thrill of accomplishment, even before the accomplishment takes form. If you can persist in the feeling, if you can lose yourself so completely in the assumed reality that you forget the old man, then you will find the world reforming itself around your assumption, as clay takes the shape of the mold into which it is pressed. Understand, feeling is the secret key. It is not cold words, nor intellectual debates, nor long prayers uttered in fear. It is the secret act of feeling yourself to be what you desire to be. It is in that silent, secret act that you rewrite your destiny. You change your world by changing the tone of your inner being. There is no power outside of you. All that you behold, though it appears without, is within you, in your own wonderful human imagination. The whole of creation lives within you. You walk through your own consciousness. Therefore, when you change the feeling of your inner world, the outer world must mirror it faithfully. Do not be discouraged by seeming delays. Every seed has its appointed time to blossom. A seed planted in the soil does not bloom in the instant it is sown, yet already it is destined to bear fruit. So it is with your assumptions. Persist in the assumption long enough, and you will see it blossom into fact. If doubt should arise, and it may, for the old man dies hard, do not wrestle with it. Simply return quietly and lovingly to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Do not fight shadows. Turn your attention instead to the light of your fulfilled desire. Feel it, rest in it, trust it. You are not a beggar in this world. You are the dreamer, dreaming your life into being. Whatever you dare to assume as true of yourself, with feeling, with conviction, becomes your experience. There is no one to change but self. Your world is yourself pushed out and made visible. Change your feeling about self, and the world must conform. Take this wonderful gift and practice it nightly. Before you sink into sleep, let the feeling of fulfilled desire lull you into unconsciousness. Let it sink so deeply into your being that it takes root and grows even as you sleep. Sleep in the assumption, and you will awaken to its harvest. There is a difference between thinking of your desire and thinking from it. When you think of your desire, you place it outside yourself, distant, something to be acquired. When you think from your desire, you are already in possession of it. You move in the world wearing the consciousness of fulfillment. You speak from the state of already being. Feeling from the wish fulfilled is the open door through which all that you desire rushes to greet you. It is a mystery to the world, but simple to those who practice. The foolishness of feeling will confound the wisdom of men, for they seek to change the world by force, by effort, by endless striving. But you will know that feeling is the only law, and by feeling you move invisible forces that shape destiny itself. You are not called to fight against the evidence of the senses. You are called to feel beyond them. You are called to live from a higher law, where the unseen is more substantial than the seen. If you can feel the reality of your desire, even while the senses deny it, you will call forth miracles. Walk as though every step you take is a step inside the dream already fulfilled. Speak as though every word you utter comes from the heart of your accomplished goal. Think as one who already has, and the world will rearrange itself to fit your assumption. Practice the art of revision. If a day displeases you, do not accept it. Rewrite it in feeling before you sleep. Feel that it unfolded differently, better, in harmony with your wish. Feel the gratitude of the corrected day as if it had been so. In this simple way, you master your destiny. There is no limit to the power within you, except the limit you impose by failing to feel. Every barrier is a belief hardened into fact. Melt the barriers with the fire of feeling. Feel yourself free, and you will be. Feel yourself love, and love will flood your life. Feel yourself abundant, and abundance will find every door open to it. Forget the past. It has no hold on you unless you drag it into the present by memory and feeling. Forgive it, release it, and clothe yourself anew in the feeling of what you desire to be. Each moment is a new birth, if you will but accept it. Each breath is a chance to choose again. In your wonderful human imagination lies the secret of all creation. The secret is this: what you feel, you become. It is not by might nor by power, but by the Spirit within you that all things are made. Spirit moves by assumption, by feeling, by claiming inwardly what the senses have not yet confirmed. So dare to feel it now. Dare to live it inwardly now. Dare to believe against all appearances. The world will mock you. It may scorn your inner conviction, but stand firm. For the unseen things are eternal, while the seen are but temporary and fleeting. You are the operant power. It is your privilege, your duty, your joy to claim for yourself the states you wish to express. No one can do it for you. No one can think your thoughts or feel your feelings. You are the master of your fate because you are the master of your inner world. Your feeling be your compass. Let it guide you, steady you, carry you across the seeming deserts of delay and doubt, Trust it. For feeling is the secret language by which the infinite reveals itself to the finite. In feeling, you meet God. In feeling, you touch the creative word that shapes all things. Persist, therefore, in the joyous assumption of your heart's desire. Persist without strain, without effort, simply by knowing that what you feel in the silence must be shouted from the rooftops of fact. It must be, for it already is in the world unseen, awaiting only your sustained feeling to precipitate it into sight. Feel yourself into the state you desire to express. Feel it until you are saturated with it, until it becomes more natural to feel from the wish fulfilled than from the doubts and fears of the world. When you master the art of feeling, you master life itself. For life is nothing more than the outpicturing of inner states felt deeply and consistently. Do not wait for permission from the outer world to claim what you desire. You need no validation from any man. You are the only authority in your world, and your feeling is the decree that commands all things to move in obedience to your inner assumption. Your feeling, once accepted as truth, becomes the law that governs your experience. Learn to move in the inner world with confidence. Learn to dwell in the end. Imagine beyond the senses. Feel beyond appearances, and when doubts rise up, as they surely will, answer them not with argument, but with deeper feeling. Do not reason with the old man. Simply feel yourself to be what you long to be, and let the feeling drown out all contradictions. Your feeling is not a weak thing, nor a passive thing. It is the strongest force you possess. It is the creative power itself, clothed in the garment of emotion. It is the bridge between the unseen and the seen. It is the invisible current that draws conditions, circumstances, people, and events to you, magnetized by the tone of your inner being. When you feel it, when you sustain it, the whole vast world moves to bring about the fulfillment of your inner vision. You are not isolated. You are not abandoned. The very fabric of life is woven to answer your assumption. All things are connected, and all things conspire to bring forth what you most deeply and consistently feel to be true. Feel it now, not tomorrow, not when the evidence appears, now. For now is the only moment of power. Now is the appointed hour. Now is the accepted time. When you feel it now, you claim dominion now, and the harvest is assured. For feeling is the seed, and the world is the soil. Live as though your desire were already a fact. Think from it, act from it, feel from it. Let every conversation, every decision, every step you take spring naturally from the new state you have claimed. And do not betray your assumption by speaking of lack, by thinking of delay, by feeling separation from your desire. Stand firm, immovable, in the conviction that what you have assumed, you have received. The world will tempt you to look at appearances. It will beckon you to return to the old man, to agree with facts, to bow before circumstances. But you must remember that circumstances are shadows, and shadows have no power over the one who knows the truth of being. You are not here to worship shadows. You are here to create reality by the sustained, deliberate, joyful assumption of the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Take your attention away from what you do not want. Starve it of your energy. Refuse it the nourishment of your thought and feeling. Instead, feast upon the vision of your fulfilled desire. Nourish it with love, with gratitude, with certainty. Give it the substance of your inner world, and it will take form in the outer world. You are the center of your universe. You are the light from which all things radiate. When you change your feeling, you change the world that mirrors you. There is no other way. There is no outside cause. Nothing comes from without. All things come from within. Feel it within, and it must appear without. Understand that your imagination, your feeling, is not a place of fantasy, but the only reality there is. The senses may lag behind, but they must follow, they must reflect the changes made in the secret place of the Most High. Your Father, who sees in secret, rewards you openly, but the secret place is your own wonderful human imagination. When you pray, believe that you have received and you shall receive. Notice the tense, not you will received, you have received. Feel it done, feel it real. Let the end be so vivid, so alive, so true within you that you need no confirmation from without. Your confirmation is your feeling. Your evidence is the certainty that wells up within you when you dwell faithfully in the state of fulfillment. Let others live by facts if they must. You live by feeling. Let others be governed by appearances. You govern appearances by assuming the state desired and feeling it into reality. Your feeling is the law. Your feeling is the cause. Your feeling is the power. Speak to yourself inwardly as one who already possesses what you have claimed. Let your inner conversations reflect your new state. When doubts arise, do not be alarmed. Simply turn away from them as you would turn from a stranger on the street. Return your attention to the feeling of the wish fulfilled and abide there. Abiding in the feeling is the secret. It is not a fleeting thing. It is not a momentary wish. It is a sustained dwelling, a habitual occupancy of the state desired. You must make it your home, your dwelling place, your resting place. You do not plant a seed and dig it up every hour to see if it has taken root. You plant it, you water it with feeling, and you trust the unseen processes of growth. So it is with your assumptions. Plant them deep in the feeling of fulfillment, water them with gratitude, guard them against the weeds of doubt, and trust the unseen processes of life to bring forth the harvest in due season. Do not try to hasten the outer manifestation. That is not your concern. Your only concern is the inner state. When the inner state is right, the outer world must conform. It has no choice, for it is your own projection made visible. Remember always that the world is a mirror. It reflects not what you want, but what you are conscious of being. Therefore, become conscious of being the one you desire to be. Feel yourself into the role. Play it inwardly. Wear it as a garment. And the mirror must show you your reflection. You have been given dominion over all things, but you exercise that dominion only through feeling. It is feeling that moves the invisible hands of creation. It is feeling that calls forth the things that are not seen and makes them seen. It is feeling that creates the new world. Therefore, be bold, be daring, be joyful. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled with the innocence of a child and the faith of a seer. Let your heart be light, your spirit soaring, your imagination free. You are not bound by facts. You are not limited by history. You are not shackled by appearances. You are free, for you are imagination itself, and imagination creates reality. Whatever you can feel as true, you can experience as fact. Whatever you can sustain inwardly, you will externalize outwardly. Therefore, practice the art of feeling. Practice it when you wake, practice it when you walk, practice it when you work, practice it when you lie down to sleep. Let your whole life become a meditation on feeling the wish fulfilled. Let it become the silent music to which you dance, the invisible aroma that perfumes your days, the hidden light that illumines your path. There is no power outside of you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. You carry it with you wherever you go. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, but you must claim it by feeling it yours. You are always feeling something. You are always assuming something. The question is not whether you are creating, but what you are creating. Therefore, choose wisely. Choose joy. Choose love. Choose abundance. Choose freedom. Choose the highest and best, and feel yourself to be already in possession of it. And when you fall short, when you forget, when you are tempted to believe in lack and limitation, do not condemn yourself. Simply return. return again and again to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Return to your center. Return to your power. Return to your true self, which is imagination, which is spirit, which is life itself. In feeling, you awaken the sleeping giant within you. In feeling, you summon the forces of heaven and earth to move on your behalf. In feeling, you step into your inheritance as a son, a daughter of the Most High. Therefore, feel it now. Feel yourself radiant with health, clothed in beauty, surrounded by love, rich in abundance, walking in wisdom. Feel it not as a wish, but as a fact. Feel it until it is more real to you than the chair upon which you sit, the walls that surround you, the name you bear. Feel it until the world cannot help but echo your inner song. Feel it until the mountains are moved, the seas are parted, and the impossible becomes inevitable. Feel it and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Feel it until you forget the former things, until the memories of limitation no longer hold any substance, until you no longer look back in regret, but only forward in the assurance of fulfillment. Let the feeling possess you so completely that you become blind to anything that denies it and deaf to anything that questions it. The old man, the man of doubt and fear, will knock upon the door of your mind. Let him knock. Do not open. Do not answer. Remain in your dwelling place in the temple of fulfilled feeling, and the old man will grow tired and wander away. It is not in struggling against the old that you find freedom. It is in abiding in the new. Every state you could ever desire already exists. Creation is finished. You do not create by bringing something new into existence. You create by selecting from the infinite states that already are. You select by feeling. You move from one state to another by feeling. It is not by might, nor by force, nor by outer effort, but by the quiet, determined acceptance of the inner reality. When you feel it real, you enter into union with your desire. You become one with it, and in that oneness it must express itself. It cannot do otherwise, for all things must reproduce after their own kind. Feeling is the seed, and every seed must bring forth according to its nature. Let your feeling be pure. Let it be simple. Let it be sure. You do not need to know how the bridge of incidents will unfold. You do not need to trace the path. You simply need to trust the process and abide in the feeling of accomplishment. If in your imagination you can walk as the one who has already achieved, if you can think as that one would think, speak as that one would speak, act as that one would act, then you are faithfully occupying the new state. And the outer world will, in perfect time, reveal the evidence of your inner occupancy. Feel the satisfaction now. Feel the gratitude now. Gratitude is the song of accomplishment. When you are truly grateful, not in words but in feeling, you are acknowledging that you have received. And when you acknowledge it inwardly, you must receive it outwardly. For the law of consciousness is immutable. The world responds to your inner conversations. It listens not to your public prayers, but to your silent assumptions. It watches not the motions of your body, but the motions of your heart. Therefore, set your inner conversations aright. Speak inwardly as one who already possesses the blessing. Tell yourself quietly, constantly, convincingly that you are already that which you long to be. Do not allow the outer delay to dismay you. Do not permit the absence of outer evidence to shake your faith. Faith is feeling unseen reality more vividly than seen appearances. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. It is the inner certainty that what you have felt real in the silence will proclaim itself loudly in the daylight. Practice the art of inner conviction. Practice it with joy, with reverence, with playful expectation. Do not make it heavy or solemn. Life is a great adventure, and you are the dreamer of dreams, the maker of worlds, the creator of all that you shall ever experience. When you feel it real, you do not need to beg, you do not need to plead, you do not need to struggle. You simply accept. You accept the gift that has always been yours by divine right. You accept your inheritance. You accept your power. You accept your divinity. And when the world seems to contradict your inner acceptance, remember, it is only the echo of old assumptions, the fading shadow of states you no longer occupy. Do not turn back to pick up the old garments. Do not return to Egypt. Press on into the promised land, the land flowing with milk and honey, the land where your every dream is fulfilled in the abundance of being. Feel yourself rich beyond measure. Feel yourself loved beyond reason. Feel yourself whole beyond doubt. Feel yourself radiant, victorious, free. Feel it, not for a moment, but as the continuous undercurrent of your life, the secret melody that no one else hears but which shapes all that you see and touch and know. Understand this deeply. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are conscious of being. Therefore, be conscious of being the one you desire to be. Assume it, claim it, feel it, and live from it. There is no one to convince but yourself. There is no one to persuade but your own heart. And when you have persuaded your heart, when you have convinced yourself beyond wavering, then nothing can stand against you. No circumstance, no delay, no appearance can defeat the one who feels himself already victorious. Life is a mirror, and you are the face it reflects. Smile within, and life smiles without. Feel joy within, and life sings it back to you. Feel abundance within, and life pours out its treasures at your feet. Do not think for a moment that your dreams are too big, your desires too grand. Nothing is impossible to him who believes, and believing is feeling. The greater your feeling of certainty, the swifter your manifestation. Therefore, dare to feel largely, dare to feel magnificently, dare to expand the borders of your imagination until you stand amazed at the grandeur of your own inner kingdom. Let every day be an opportunity to practice. When doubts arise, do not condemn yourself. Simply return to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. When appearances seem stubborn, do not argue with them. Simply deepen the feeling within. Rest in the knowing that feeling precedes form, and that form must yield to feeling. You are the master of all that you perceive. You are the lord of your own experience. Your world is your consciousness, pushed out and made visible. Change your consciousness, and you change your world. If you will but feel it now, if you will but accept it now, if you will but dwell in it now, you will find that the world reshapes itself around your assumption, gently, easily, inevitably. You need not manipulate outer things. You need not coerce others. You need not scheme or struggle or strive. Your feeling, faithfully maintained, will draw to you all that is necessary for its expression. People will play their parts perfectly. Circumstances will arrange themselves harmoniously. Opportunities will appear as if by magic. But it is not magic. It is law, simple, sure, unfailing. Dare to trust your feeling more than you trust your eyes. Dare to believe in the unseen more than the seen. Dare to walk by faith and not by sight. For faith is the vision of the invisible, and feeling is the proof of things not yet made manifest. When you feel it, you become it. When you sustain the feeling, you sustain the state. And when the state is sustained, it externalizes itself, without effort, without strain, without struggle. Therefore, enter into the feeling with joy, abide in it with peace, sustain it with love, and watch as the world melts before you, reshaping itself into the image and likeness of your innermost assumption. There is nothing to change but self. There is nothing to do but feel. There is nothing to conquer but doubt. Make this gift and make it your own. Practice it quietly, faithfully, lovingly, and you shall know the truth of these words. Whatsoever things you desire, when you pray, believe that you have received them, and you shall have them. Believe it now. Feel it now, live it now, for now is the accepted time. Now is the day of salvation. Therefore go within and claim it boldly. Walk in the assumption that it is already yours. Feel it until it saturates every corner of your mind and heart. Let no outer appearance shake you, no delay discourage you, no seeming obstacle turn you aside. Stand unwavering in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Persist in it lovingly, joyfully, peacefully, and the world will reshape itself around your inner conviction. You do not need to beg, strive, or struggle. You only need to feel, to believe, and to live inwardly from the reality of your desire. All things are ready for you. All things are prepared. Now assume your rightful place, feel yourself into possession of your desire, and rest in the joyful certainty that what you have accepted as true within must express itself without. It is done.
If you would only dare to feel it real, the entire world would reshape itself to match your assumption. For in the sacred silence of your imagination, you hold the power to rewrite your fate, not tomorrow, not next year, but in this very moment. The world is not happening to you, it is happening through you, and your feeling, your assumption, your inner conviction is the mold from which the outer world is cast. 17 seconds, that is all it takes. 17 seconds of unwavering focus, of deliberate inner vision, of full surrender to the state of the wish fulfilled, not a plea, not a hope, but the embodiment. In that brief moment, if you persist without wavering, you have set a force in motion that nothing on this earth can resist. It is not length of time, but intensity of knowing that awakens the unseen and calls forth the seen. Let the image burn within you like a sacred fire. Let your body respond to it as though it were already true. What would you feel if it were done? What would your heart radiate? What would your breath say? Be still, and feel from the end, not toward it, not near it, but from it, that place where it is already complete, already yours, already now. When you do this, you collapse time itself, and what was once far away becomes present. 17 seconds of pure focus aligns your spirit with the frequency of your desire. Stay there just a little longer, and the world bends to your vision. You are not a beggar, you are not seeking permission, you are the operant power. All things are drawn to you as you hold firm in your inner stance, unmoved by appearances. The outer must conform to the inner. It is law. So enter the secret place. Close your eyes to the world and open your heart to the unseen. In those seconds, become it. Speak as it, move as it, smile as it. And when you return to the waking world, you will not wait in doubt. You will walk in knowing. Because you have touched the real, you have dared to feel it, to claim it, and in doing so, you have made it so. Let the world fall away for just a moment. Let the opinions, the doubts, the noise, let them dissolve. In the space of silence within you, where thought meets stillness, you become the creator. This is the sacred chamber of assumption, the temple not made by hands. And here, in this hallowed inner realm, you decide what is true for you, not based on evidence, not based on logic, not based on the five senses, but based on the authority of your own consciousness. There is a law, eternal and unfailing. That which you assume to be true, if persisted in, will harden into fact, not because the world responds to effort, but because the world responds to belief. You need not force, you need not beg, you only need to know. For the moment you know, the moment you dare to feel from the reality you desire, it becomes yours in substance, though not yet in shadow. And even if the shadow takes a little time to catch up the substance, so the substance is already yours. 17 seconds is not a test of time. It is a measure of intensity. If you can hold a thought clearly, vividly, lovingly, without contradiction, for even 17 seconds, you have initiated the movement. You have lit the fuse, you have dropped the stone into the quiet lake, and the ripples must go out. You may not see them with your natural eye, but they have already begun. The currents have shifted. The unseen is now reshaping the seen, bending it, guiding it, drawing it into perfect alignment with what you now know to be true. Do not confuse this work with daydreaming. Daydreams flutter and drift, untethered and passive. But assumption is sharp, it is specific, it is felt deeply and claimed boldly. It is not what if, it is this is. And the moment you say this is, your world begins to echo back, yes. The mirror of reality waits for you to change your face, not your words, but your feeling. And when you change your inner posture, the reflection must change. It cannot help but do so, because it is only ever showing you your own self pushed outward. You do not manifest with effort. You manifest with identity. You become the thing you desire, not in flesh first, but in essence. You wear the feeling of it like a robe. You breathe it like air. You carry it like a name whispered only in the quietest hours. And when you carry it long enough, the world will call you by it, too. Because you are never becoming anything new, you are only revealing what was always waiting beneath the layers of doubt, fear, and delay. So when you close your eyes, do so with purpose. Let your vision be clean, your heart open, your mind quiet. Choose the scene you desire, not as a distant goal, but as a present reality. And now enter that scene. Don't watch it, be in it. Look through your own eyes, feel the warmth of it, the nearness of it. Smell the air, hear the laughter, touch the texture, speak from it. This is not a performance, it is not fantasy. It is the creative act of becoming. And if you can hold that scene with clarity for just 17 seconds, you will have planted the seed. And if you can do it again and again, if you can return to that state of consciousness with love and joy and certainty, the seed will grow. It must, because the soil of the subconscious is always fertile. It grows whatever you plant without judgment. You plant a fear and it grows. You plant a joy and it grows. The choice is yours. The responsibility is yours. And most beautifully, the power is also yours. You are not meant to chase. You are meant to embody. You are not here to struggle against reality, but to realize that reality is the servant of your inner world. You are not a victim. You are not at the mercy of circumstance. You are the one who speaks light into form. You are the one who says, "Let there be," and watches the world obey. When you feel from the wish fulfilled, do not concern yourself with how it will happen. The how is not yours to carry. It belongs to the deeper intelligence of creation, the divine pattern maker, the unseen orchestration that governs all things. Your role is simple: to decide what you desire, to assume it with feeling, and to live inwardly as though it were already done. That is the beginning and the end of your part in this great mystery. There will be moments when appearances seem to contradict your assumption. Let them pass. Do not react. Do not flinch. Do not step out of your inner knowing. Remain faithful to your unseen reality, because what you see with your physical eyes is but a shadow, a lagging echo. The true cause is within, and when you remain loyal to the cause, your feeling, your assumption, the echo must change. The outer must yield. This is law. Doubt will come. Let it pass. Fear will whisper. Let it pass. You need not argue with it. You need not fight it. Simply return to the feeling. Return to the state. Return to the inner scene where it is done. Make it so vivid, so real, so full, that the outer world begins to blur in comparison. When your imagination becomes more real to you than what your senses report, you are near the threshold of manifestation. The veil is thin there, the promise is near, you are always manifesting. The only question is, what are you manifesting? Are you doing it deliberately or unconsciously? Are you assuming the best or fearing the worst? Are you walking in the feeling of joy, abundance, love, peace? Or are you clothed in lack and waiting for proof? There is no waiting in this work. There is only becoming, and the becoming begins within. 17 seconds is the opening. It is the ignition, but it is not about counting time. It is about immersing yourself so completely in the reality you desire that everything within you says, Yes, this is me now. And when that yes echoes through your body, through your breath, through your imagination, you will have done it. Not because the world will instantly reflect it, but because the seed is planted and nothing can stop its harvest. Remain gentle with yourself. Do not turn this into striving. Let it be sacred. Let it be joyful. Let it be light. You were never meant to battle for your dreams. You were only meant to accept them, to receive them, to know they are already yours. Walk like it, speak like it, sleep like it, dream like it. Your inner world is your only true reality, and from it all things flow. There is no power outside you that can deny you what you have claimed within. There is no circumstance stronger than your assumption. There is no delay that can stand against persistent inner knowing. Everything must bend. Everything must yield. The laws are set. The current of life flows in the direction of your sustained attention. Where your feeling goes, your life goes. So enter the state often. Live there, feast there, make it your home. Speak from it even when no one understands. Know it even when appearances mock it. And the day will come, quietly or suddenly, when the world catches up. And all will call you lucky, blessed, chosen. But you will know it was never chance. It was never luck. It was law. It was assumption. It was you holding your inner ground until the outer surrendered. You are the artist and the canvas, the dreamer and the dream, the speaker and the echo. Nothing is withheld from you except what you withhold from yourself, and all that is yours by divine right is already waiting within you, ready to be claimed, not with effort, but with feeling, not with striving, but with stillness, not with doubt, but with the quiet, steady knowing that says, I am it now, so go again. Close your eyes, step into the vision. 17 seconds of truth, 17 seconds of light, 17 seconds of becoming, and watch what the world becomes in return. It does not matter what the world has told you. It does not matter how long it has been, or what has failed before, or how impossible it may seem. In the eternal present of your imagination, none of that holds weight. Time, as you know it, is a servant of consciousness. What the world calls the future is already complete within the eternal now, waiting only for your alignment. 17 seconds of undivided attention to the feeling of the wish fulfilled opens the gate between possibility and reality. Feel it now, not in theory, not as a game, but as truth. What would you feel if the thing you desire were already yours? What would change in your posture, in your breath, in your speech, in your silence? That feeling is not just a preview. It is the creative act itself. The world will not respond to your words unless they are saturated with belief. But even if no word is spoken aloud, if the feeling is deep enough, the echo will return. This is not about pretending. It is not about fooling yourself. It is about shifting your identity. You become what you assume yourself to be. You cannot manifest what you do not inwardly believe is yours. This is why the inner world must be tended to with care. You cannot afford to casually dwell in lack and then expect abundance to surprise you. You must nourish your imagination with that which reflects your highest vision. You must walk with it, feed it, honor it, until the line between inner and outer dissolves. Do not say, I will have, or I wish I could, for these are words that confess separation. Speak only from the center of it. I am, I have, it is done. These are the tones of creation. These are the sounds of a soul in alignment. And when your inner language harmonizes with the thing you desire, life itself moves to match your song. Events rearrange, people shift, circumstances bend, not because you fought to make it so, but because you assumed it was already true. The only obstacle is the mind that doubts, but even that, when brought under the authority of your vision, becomes a servant of the dream. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that chooses which thoughts to entertain, which feelings to dwell in. Let the old stories fade. Let the former identity crumble. You do not owe allegiance to limitation, to failure, to wounds of the past. In this moment you can choose again, and that choice, when felt deeply enough, reshapes your destiny. What you feel in imagination becomes your prayer, not the begging kind, but the divine kind, the prayer of knowing, of claiming, of standing tall in the unseen as though it were already seen. And that kind of prayer is always answered, for it is the very substance of creation. All things come from consciousness, and your consciousness, when fused with feeling, is the birthplace of all miracles. You do not need to earn what is already yours. You need only to assume its reality. An assumption, when sustained, becomes fact. There is no need to convince anyone else. You are not here to persuade the world. You are here to embody the truth you have chosen. The world will catch up in time. The outer always follows the inner. It is law, and the law plays no favorites. It simply reflects what you persistently believe. You can rise each morning and choose your state. You can enter your day not as a reactor, but as a creator. Before the world speaks to you, you can speak to yourself from the end. And if, throughout the day, you return again and again to the feeling of the fulfilled desire, you are doing the holy work of creation. Not with strain, not with effort, but with devotion. Let the feelings of already having your desire become natural. Let them become familiar, comfortable, normal. This is the secret, normalizing the extraordinary. What seems far away becomes near the moment you decide to no longer be a stranger to it. When love feels like home, it will find you. When abundance is no longer foreign, it will arrive. When peace is your dwelling place, chaos has no entry. Every desire you hold is a promise already made. You would not want it unless you already had the means to embody it within. The desire is not a torment, it is an invitation. It is the voice of your higher self calling you to remember what is already yours. Do not argue with the call, do not delay. Step into the assumption of the answered prayer now, and all things will rise to meet you. There is no difference between the spiritual and the practical in this work. Imagination is not an escape, it is the foundation. From the unseen springs the seen, from the silence the song, from the invisible root the visible tree. You are not bypassing reality, you are forming it. And the mold is your inner state. Change that, and the world must change. What you repeat inwardly becomes your outer rhythm. So if you find yourself rehearsing old fears, shift. If your thoughts wander into lack, call them back. Gently, lovingly, return again to the state, enter the vision again, walk again in the scene, and do not be discouraged if it feels awkward at first. This is the undoing of a lifetime of unconscious creation. But with each return, you gain power. With each repetition, the state becomes more natural, and eventually it becomes who you are. You do not manifest by waiting, you manifest by becoming. You step into the vibration of what you desire and stay there, even when the world tempts you to look away. The test is not whether you can feel it once, but whether you can remain there long enough for the world to reflect it back to you. The furnace of transformation is patience, not passive waiting, but active inner knowing. Do not check for signs, do not measure progress. That is like digging up the seed to see if it has sprouted. Trust the process, trust the law, trust your inner world. The manifestation will arrive, not to surprise you, but to affirm what you have already claimed. It will feel like a remembering, like something coming home, because in truth it never left. It was always within you, waiting for your recognition. Even when you falter, the power remains. Even when you doubt, the seed is not destroyed. Return again, pick it up again, feel it again. This work is not about perfection. It is about persistence. And every time you choose the vision, every time you lean into the feeling, you are building the bridge of incidents that will carry you to its fulfillment. There is no striving here, only aligning. The more you relax into the knowing, the faster the current carries you. Resistance slows you down. Surrender accelerates. And surrender does not mean giving up. It means letting go of control and trusting the deeper current to guide you. That current is your feeling. That current is your assumption. That current is the echo of your divine identity saying, "It is done." And when you can say "it is done," with peace in your heart, with joy in your soul, with certainty in your bones, then all the forces of life move to bring it forth. Not because you begged, not because you forced, but because you became. This is your gift. This is your inheritance. This is the truth beneath all appearances. You are the cause. So take the desire that lives in your heart and hold it in the sacred chamber of your imagination. Feed it with love, water it with faith, speak to it with tenderness, and then release it with joy, knowing it is done. You do not need to hold on to the how, you only need to remain in the feeling. The invisible hand will take care of the rest. All things will align, all things will come. You are the miracle you seek. You are the answer to your own prayer. The world around you is the outpicturing of the world within. And in just 17 seconds of focused, unwavering, saturated feeling, you can set in motion a new creation. Stay there long enough and the old will fall away. Stay there often enough and the new will arrive, not with thunder but with grace, not as a stranger but as a reflection. So close your eyes again. Enter the scene again. Become it, breathe it, feel it, speak from it, live it. For in those few seconds of holy awareness, you do not merely wish, you create. You must come to know this one thing. Everything begins with you. Not some things, not the small things, all things. There is no outer world separate from your inner conviction. What you carry in your imagination is what you will carry in your life. The world is only the mirror. And the mirror cannot reflect what you refuse to assume. So the work is not to change the reflection. It is to change the face that looks into it. When you say, "I am," you summon all of creation. When you declare something about yourself, the universe listens and obeys. I am loved, I am wealthy, I am whole. These are not just affirmations, they are commands. When spoken from the depth of assumption, they rewire your reality. They mold the invisible into form. And the more you say them with feeling, the more the world begins to bow to your truth. There is no limit to what you can bring forth, except the limit you place on your own imagination. If you can see it inwardly, you can experience it outwardly. The imagination is not fantasy, it is the first cause. The blueprint, the sacred seed, and when planted in the soil of belief, it must bloom. It does not ask if the world agrees. It does not check for logic. It simply unfolds according to the pattern you have impressed upon it. So take your desire, whatever it may be, and wrap it in the fabric of your senses. If it is love you desire, then in the quiet, feel the warmth of arms around you. Hear the voice that speaks your name with tenderness. Do not watch it as if it were a movie. Be in it. Occupy the space. Dwell in the state. For the state you inhabit determines the life you live. And if it is wealth, do not see numbers on a screen. See yourself as the person who lives abundantly. What do they wear? How do they walk? What do they believe about the world? Let it become natural. Let it become so real that you forget it is imagination. Because when your inner world becomes more convincing than the outer must shift to match it. Do not worry if others cannot see what you see. They do not have to. This is your vision, not theirs. You are not responsible for their understanding. You are responsible for your assumption. You are responsible for the feeling you carry. And when that feeling is unwavering, when it becomes the silent rhythm of your being, the manifestation is inevitable. You are not manifesting things, you are manifesting states, and the things come as a byproduct of the state. So do not fixate on the form, focus on the feeling. If you can maintain the feeling, the form must arrive. It is a law as sure as gravity, but unlike gravity, this law responds to you. It shapes itself around your belief. It takes the shape of your inner vision. You may ask, but what if I cannot feel it clearly? Then return again, try again. The first time may be faint, like a whisper through fog, but keep going. The more you enter the state, the more real it becomes. The more you dwell in it, the more natural it feels. You are reconditioning your consciousness. You are building a new normal, and when it becomes normal to you, it becomes visible to all. Remember, you are not waiting for something to happen. You are aligning with something that already exists. You are not calling it from far away. You are bringing it into view. The supply is infinite. The source is within. And the moment you claim it with feeling, it begins its journey to you, not with struggle, but with flow. Not with delay, but with certainty. Even in the moments where doubt arises, you can choose again. This is not a path of perfection. It is a path of persistence. Doubt is not failure. It is simply a reminder to return to the state, to recalibrate, to reaffirm your inner truth. The moment you feel yourself drifting, pause, breathe, step back into the vision. It is always there, waiting. You can never truly lose it. You can only momentarily forget. The greatest power you possess is the ability to feel a thing as real before it is seen. This is the sacred gift. This is the creative faculty that turns dream into destiny. It is not about how hard you work. It is about how clearly you see, and what you see with feeling becomes your reality. Do not measure by appearances. They are always late. What you see is the past. What you feel is the present, and only the present has power. So stay faithful to the feeling, even when the world seems unchanged. The change is already underway. You have moved the root, and though the fruit has not appeared, the tree is growing. Invisible, perhaps, but inevitable. You may feel the urge to check. If it's working, resist that urge. You don't dig up seeds to see if they're sprouting. You water them. You trust, you wait, you know, and when the time is right, the bloom arrives. Your role is not to control the outcome. It is to remain loyal to the vision. This is your sacred act. This is the divine responsibility of the conscious creator, to hold the vision, to assume the feeling, to trust the process, to persist in the unseen, knowing that the seen is merely a shadow that must follow. And let every thought, every word, every breath become aligned with the assumption. Speak as if it were already true. Walk as if it were already done. Let your energy match the outcome, and the outcome will match your energy. There are no exceptions to this law. There is only practice or neglect. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. And when it becomes second nature, the world begins to reflect it with such accuracy, you will forget that it was ever otherwise. You are not alone in this. You are never unsupported. The whole universe conspires with the one who assumes rightly. It bends, it moves, it stretches to fulfill the inner decree. This is the great mystery, that your world is nothing more than the echo of your own belief. If you are met with challenge, see it not as opposition, but confirmation. The old must shake as the new is born. The world rearranges itself to accommodate your new state, and sometimes that rearrangement looks like chaos, but do not fear it. It is only clearing space. Stay in the vision. Stay in the peace of knowing. Let the storm pass, and you will see the shape of your desire forming in the clearing skies. You need not convince the world. You need not explain your process. Your results will speak louder than your words ever could. The one who manifests with ease does not brag. They radiate. They walk with quiet confidence because they know that the world is their servant, not their master. 17 seconds. That's all it takes to ignite the fire, to begin the transformation. And if you stay there longer, if you return there often, you will find that you are no longer trying to manifest. You are simply living from your truth, and in that state, manifestation becomes effortless. It becomes natural, it becomes inevitable. You will see doors open where there were none. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. The people you need will appear, the opportunities will align. Not because you chased them, but because you became the version of you that attracts them. This is the great unveiling, that you were always the one, that the power was never outside you, that what you seek has been waiting within you, waiting to be assumed, waiting to be felt, waiting to be expressed. So each day, return to your center, return to the stillness, return to the state. Let no one pull you from it. Let no circumstance distract you. Let no delay dissuade you. You are not hoping. You are knowing. You are not wishing. You are living. You are not seeking. You are being, and as you continue to hold that inner posture, again and again with faith and feeling, the world must bow, the world must yield, the world must become what you have already become within. You are already the embodiment of the life you seek. The life you desire is not distant or unreachable. It is not something you must chase, strive for, or earn. It is simply a matter of realigning your consciousness with the truth of who you are. In the depth of your being, you already possess everything you need. The universe has already delivered it to you in the form of your desire. Your work is not to force it into being, but to recognize it, to assume it, to feel it as though it were already here. Imagine for a moment that you are standing in the fullness of your desired reality. Feel the weight of it, the certainty of it, the completeness of it. Can you touch it? Can you sense it in your body? Can you hear it in your thoughts? This is where manifestation begins, not in the external world, but within you. It begins with your inner vision, and with your ability to enter that vision so fully that it becomes indistinguishable from your current reality. You might have heard it said that you must fake it till you make it. But this is not a matter of pretense. It is not about pretending to be something you're not. It is about stepping into the truth of your identity and aligning your feelings with the reality you want to experience. The key is in the feeling, the depth of the emotional connection you have to the vision. You must feel the fulfillment of your desire, not just see it or imagine it. Feel the joy, the peace, the relief, the gratitude, the love. Feel it in your body as though it is happening right now, and in that feeling, you align yourself with the frequency of the reality you desire. It is not enough to simply think, I want this. It is not enough to look at your current circumstances and wish for a change. You must dive deep into the essence of your desire and bring it into your consciousness as though it has already been realized. This is the magic. This is the power you wield. When you embody the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the universe has no choice but to conform to the image you are projecting. Your world reflects your internal state. Your external life is simply an outpicturing of your inner world. So ask yourself, what would it feel like to already have what you want? What would your life look like if your desire were already fulfilled? The moment you answer that question, you begin the process of creation. You begin the process of manifestation. For in that moment, you are aligning with the vibration of your desired reality. You are stepping into the flow of your creation, and as you do, the outer world must reflect it. If doubt arises, if fear creeps in, if the old story tries to surface, simply observe it. Do not fight it, do not resist it, but do not let it take hold. Acknowledge the thought, but do not allow it to define you. Your power is not in fighting against the old thoughts, but in redirecting your attention back to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. The moment you choose to feel that, you elevate your vibration and shift your reality. You no longer need to convince yourself that your desire is possible. You know it, you feel it, and that is all that matters. Remember, the world will reflect what you believe to be true. If you believe you are worthy of love, love will come to you in ways you cannot anticipate. If you believe you are deserving of abundance, abundance will flow into your life. If you believe you are powerful and capable, the opportunities you seek will reveal themselves. Your belief is the seed that grows into your reality, and when you plant the seed of assumption, it must bear fruit. But be patient. Patience is not about waiting for something to happen. It is about knowing that the unseen is just as real as the seen. It is about trusting the process and allowing the universe to unfold in its perfect timing. Do not get caught up in the how or the when. The how is not your concern. The when is not your concern. Your concern is the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and that feeling will set the events in motion. When you feel the vibration of your desire, it will be drawn to you effortlessly. Just as a magnet pulls metal to it, your vibration pulls circumstances, people, and events that match your state of being. The key is to stay in that state, to stay aligned with the feeling of having your desire, and to trust that everything you need is already on its way. There is no need to rush, no need to force. The universe is not slow, it is always working in your favor. But it must work with your vibration. If you are aligned with your desire, everything will align to bring it to you. The moment you step into the assumption of your wish fulfilled, you have taken the first step toward its manifestation. And with each step you take, you draw closer to your goal. But the key is not to chase the goal. It is to embody the feeling of the goal. When you do that, everything else falls into place. The right people will come, the right circumstances will arise, and the right opportunities will present themselves, all because you have become a match to your desire. So never let doubt or fear take hold of you. Your desires are yours for a reason. You would not desire something if it were not already within you, waiting to be expressed. The universe has already made provision for your success, for your happiness, for your fulfillment. Your job is not to struggle to attain it, but to align with it. When you do, it must manifest. The law of attraction, the law of assumption. These are not mystical concepts. They are universal truth. They are laws that govern your reality, and when you align with them, you will see the results. Every time you step into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are strengthening the bond between you and your desire. And with each step, you are one step closer to seeing it materialize in the physical world. But do not focus on the time or the form it will come. What matters is the feeling of having it now. The more you can live in that state, the more you can embody it as your reality, the quicker the manifestation will come. So I encourage you to begin now. Take a moment today, close your eyes, and feel the presence of your desire. See it, taste it, touch it, hear it, feel the joy that comes with its fulfillment, feel the peace that comes with knowing that it is already yours. Stay in that feeling, dwell in it, let it become so real to you that it becomes impossible to deny. And as you do, you will see the world around you begin to shift. You will see the changes you have been waiting for begin to take form. You are the creator of your own reality. Your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, all of these shape the world around you. And the more you consciously direct your thoughts and feelings toward what you want, the more the universe will respond. It is not a matter of hoping or wishing, it is a matter of knowing and being. When you align with your desire, you cannot help but manifest it. So take the next step. Embrace the power of your imagination, the power of your assumption, and the power of your feeling. Stay in the state of your wish fulfilled, and trust that the universe will do the rest. The manifestation of your desire is inevitable. It is already on its way. All that is required is your unwavering belief and your steadfast commitment to living in the state of having. You are the master of your reality, and your desires are already within reach. All you need to do is assume it, feel it, and trust that the universe will deliver. And when you do, you will look back and wonder why you ever doubted that it was possible. The manifestation of your desires is not a future event. It is happening now, in the present moment. Your thoughts, your feelings, your assumptions are shaping your world, and everything is moving toward you. Trust the process, stay in the feeling, and watch as your dreams unfold before your very eyes. And so, as you stand here today, remember that the life you seek is already within your grasp. The key to unlocking it lies not in the outer world, but in the inner transformation you are willing to embrace. You are not waiting for something to come to you. You are bringing it to life through your own consciousness, through the power of your assumption and the certainty of your belief. The universe does not withhold from you. It only reflects back to you what you believe is true. And the moment you choose to believe in the reality you desire, you align yourself with its manifestation. It is not a matter of effort or struggle, but of alignment. You are not pursuing what you want. You are stepping into it. You are becoming it. So trust in your ability to manifest. Trust in the power of your imagination, the strength of your feeling, and the certainty of your assumption. Know that every desire in your heart is already yours to claim. And as you continue to live from this truth, you will witness the extraordinary unfold with effortless grace. Step into your vision. Live in the fullness of your desire. Feel the reality of it as though it has already been fulfilled, and watch as the world responds, as the universe bends to the rhythm of your belief. Your dreams are not far away. They are already on their way to you. All you need to do is remain faithful to the truth of who you are and the life you have already claimed. You are the creator of your own reality. Embrace that power fully, for there is nothing you cannot manifest when you stand in the conviction of your own being. The moment you assume it, it is done, and so it is.